Okay, so turns out I did not get to a saving point after this moment, so we're just gonna go through this part again. Should be straightforward. So again, bad news regarding Jasmine. Apparently she's been funding a group of academics to research what it'd really entail for our powers if we all devoured Adana. And wow, yep. I mean, if I wasn't on your team, I'd probably vote for her now. But we mustn't give up. Let's start with the counterattack. Fantastic news. Ionia has been meeting with academics, vouching for you, and nepotism is powerful in our sisterhood, apparently. Thank your mentor for me. Perfect. I understand the meeting with Junreisha didn't go well, right? Junreisha is pulling her strings and convincing many academics to support Jasmine. We need to stop her, let's get to work. Yeah, fine. Hey, I did some digging. I found something a bit unquieting about the compressor. Oh, right, we went through this part. Perfect. So I need you to continue digging up dirt. And then promoting the program among explorers. Hello, I'm back from meeting with the explorers. They're divided between Jasmine and me, like they find Jasmine's reading appealing, but are also interested in our plan for a more cooperative coven. They only need a bit more charisma to be swayed on our side vote. Okay, yes, and we said that you will go challenge her program. Let's go after... You know what, let's go after the judgment part. Okay, fine. What was this? Oh, right. I was wondering what was floating in her hair. But yeah, at this point, compressor... How does she have all the oracle? No, I'm going to stop looking at this, otherwise I'll just get really more annoyed. Okay. Let's go build another card, actually. I have some more. Let's see if I can do it with my mentor's image thing. Okay. Let me see. I'm not going to waste money trying to... Okay, maybe over here, because I do have some, but I don't want to, like, tap the study cards I already created, you know? You know what, let's do something... Oh no, I've already done Earth-based one. Magical post office. Context, perception, conscious, and coexistence. Fine, let's go with this one. Florist, astronaut, fallen hero, penitent one. That is a lot of cost. You know what? Let's use this guy. Should we use more fire? Oh, let's do this one. The inevitable 3. Okay. Where should we do it? Over here? There's also this part. Okay. Let's make you a little bit smaller. You can move here. Perfect. We have half a body. Can I make this baby bigger? No, that doesn't look right. Wait, can I flip the child? Yes, but then it'll just make it seem like this. No, that doesn't look right. Okay. I can't get any of the birds to wear the armor either. Maybe. Not the worst. You can just be chilling on this thing. Come to the front. Cool. I feel I would like a giant sword, but I don't know what. Could we just... Let's just put it on like the side somewhere, like it's meant to be there. Perfect. Wonderful. Then we can do 3 swords on this side. Something, something, symbolism. Perfect. Let's have this hanging down. Some jewels. A key and a scroll. We can have this one holding the scroll. We'll have this one holding a scroll as well. Nope. There we go. Nah, that's fine like that. Okay, wonderful. Vox Populi. Isn't that the song from Hazbin Hotel? Okay. The magical post office controls the flux of information, unwavering faith. The birds of prey carry this message throughout the cosmos. A hurricane of air energy will stir luck and call for the unexpected. Guide, discovery, leadership, purpose, temptation, predestination, luck. Do I have guide everywhere? 3 of my cards have guide. Okay, not the worst, I guess. Where is... There we go, Uenia Studio. We'll use that one. Okay, let's chill out with the air ones. So... You know what, sure, let's do Duchess of Solace. But now it's heavy on blue. You know what, sure, let's do that. Okay. Uenia's place. What we can do here... Nah, this is nicer. Or a window. You know what, let's do a window. Okay. Should make a very tiny ladies. Like little figurines. Perfect. Oh, these things can be flying through the air. You can be here. Nope. There we go. This can be off. Come on, move. There we go. Like off screen. Oh, we can have you coming from the ground. Sure. I admit, not quite sure what I'm designing here, but hey, doesn't look the worst. Oh, confusing, definitely. Very confusing. Something, something, the cosmos around us. Maybe we should do it like that. There we go. Like it's coming from random points. Perfect. Yeah, that's all I'm willing to put into this one. Alright, what do you have for me? Seduction. Yeah, that looks like seduction. A space to examine cosmogony. The Duchess holds the key to pure bliss. This fairy is a gateway to corruption, but also strength. The seashells pour the discovery into friends and foes alike. Okay, happiness, yearning, passion, temptation, alliance, coverage, leadership, purpose. Alright, not the worst, not the worst. How are we looking? Let's go talk to some people. Actually, no. Let's do some interactive fiction. Yeah. Last One Standing by Gyardo Zavaris. When your people started dying, they did it without a whimper, vanishing like fruits plucked by invisible hands. As the lead hunter, you led a squad of your best men into the jungle. You returned alone, an entire squadron of warriors gone while your back was turned. Must be a giant snake, swallowing them whole, said the village chief. for the predator left no traces, no sounds, and not even the bones of its victims. When your people started disappearing from their own huts, they stopped believing in animals and started believing in monsters. Some prayed, others tried to leave the island only to be killed by the waves. You sharpened your spear and kept your eyes peeled. You are the only human being still alive on this island, but you are not alone. You can feel its gaze on your skin while you sleep. You saw the monster itself a couple of times as you scoured the island, a flick of a tail, a glint of eyes in the woods. And now you have finally found it. A big coil of ink and smoke resting on a flat rock in the middle of a meadow. You are the lead hunter, but you have never killed a beast like this. A snake, yes, but one made of dark waters and whispers and faded dreams. I am so sorry. I was so hungry, the monster laments, voice as soft as the night. I ate and realized too late that there is no food left, except for you. The shock of hearing it speak makes your hand shake. If I kill you, I'll starve, and if you kill me, you will remain alone, without even revenge to keep you company. The monster regards you with its many eyes. Let me eat one of your fingers, so our doomed chase may continue for a while. Sure, why not? The monster lowers its head, taking your finger into its more of a gentleness that makes you squirm. You don't even feel pain. This finger is simply gone, and a blink and a grin later, the creature disappears as well. The next day you resume the chase, a knife hanging on your belt, your gaze set on the tallest peak of the island. You spend most of your morning climbing higher and higher, looking for a cave where a night creature could sleep. Your foot slips and an instant later you're upside down, and there's blood in your mouth and pain in your head. You fell into a chasm and broke something during the fall. A chuckle. You twist your body, straining your neck to peek at the monster looking at you from the ridge of the cliff. It looks different than before, more swollen and yet less solid, stretched thin. The creature slides down the cliff and wraps you in its coils, lifting you up. It only releases you once you're safe, your back propped against the wall of the cave. I am so sorry, the monster whispers, huddling it beside your bleeding body. I was so hungry. I am always hungry. It hurts so much. Something pokes you from behind, your knife, still sheathed at your belt. Rest and recover. You ignore the creature and shut your eyes, trying to rest and regain your energy. You hear the creature sing moments before you fall asleep. When you wake up, your bleeding has stopped, and the monster is gone. You crawl out of the cave and see a still sea, a lonely boat painted on the horizon. You hurry to gather green branches and light a fire, filling the sky with heavy smoke. The boat turns towards the island. As you prepare yourself for the long climb down, a voice behind you. I'm sorry, the creature sobs, now barely a faded shadow. The three small shapes following it, on the other hand, look horribly real. They're so hungry, the monster explains, as the three creatures start crawling on your legs. They're just so hungry, it hurts so much. What do you do? I don't think I make it out of that story alive. Okay, let's go see who's bothering my windowsill. Who's this? Cosmic Poet. Inside your mind, there's a kaleidoscope, refracting every possible path, and you are the road keeper. Live Ranji Marie, Cosmic Poet. Yes, please. Celebrity here. Okay. What a nice home. Did you like the cosmic poem I sent you? Yes, thank you very much. Oh, you're welcome. Let it sink in. It'll grow on you. Nice. So, to what do I owe the pleasure? Shh, let it sink in. Inside your mind, there's a kaleidoscope. It's still sinking. Refracting every possible path. Pay attention. Well, am I the roadkeeper? Powerful, huh? Look, I don't want to be rude. I normally enjoy this kind of weird game, but we're a bit swamped at the moment with the coming elections. So, what can I do for you? I want to support your cause. Oh, okay. You're not from our coven vote, right? Why did you decide to support us? I like your team. I'd like for you to be in power. Thank you. What is it that you find interesting about our program? The vibe. I see. And what were you thinking in terms of support? Why, a cosmic poem, of course. Oh, I heard they're all arranged among the younger witches, right? Yes. and soon among every witch, once I managed to break through their sour skepticism. Cosmic poetry is not just about the words. They're thought-birthing spells, but they can only penetrate welcoming minds. Oh, okay, so that's why it wasn't doing anything for me, I guess. Unlike traditional art, they need your consent to make an impact. It's the most ethical form of creation. Okay, interesting concept. And you're saying that you'd like to compose a cosmic poem to boost our campaign? That's it. I would only require 5 units of every element, so 5 fire, water, air, earth. Deal. Oh, so you're looking for work. The optics of buying off a celebrity though. I truly don't care about that. Let's just make the deal. We need help. Meteoric. Let's compose a cosmic poem. I've heard wonders about your divination. I don't know if we can use it for something avant-garde. Oh, what do you have in mind? Instead of actually writing the poem, let's peek into future to see how it's going to end up. We can skip all the pain of actually pondering every single word. Oh, a paradoxical cosmic poem. If we peek at it, how it will look after going through all the process and iterations, we wouldn't need to actually put that work in. Yes, isn't it beautiful? My atoms shake at the mere thought. I dig it, yeah. Alright, perfect. And then I'll be in control to see how it affects everything. How do we go about this? Okay, so cosmic poems are composed of 3 important elements. I'd like you to ask the cards to look into each of them. Also, before we get started, please forget everything you know about human poetry. Done. So simple. These are spells unbound by language. In fact, everyone perceives them in their native tongue. So forget about rhyme, metric, and all that bullshit. This is the real deal, just powerful ideas. Like a hit tweet. What's a tweet? Oh, you're a pre-internet, which I see. Well, when are you from? I ascended in the early 60s from planet Earth's United States. Right, so like graffiti that you read somewhere and find yourself thinking about it again and again. Nicely done. Gotcha. When are you from, by the way? Nowhere, no when. Literally. I woke up inside a collapsed star where space and time stopped making sense. I've never been immortal. That's crazy. But I really dig the human vibe. Oh wow. Is that even possible? Anyway, Cosmic Poems 101. The first and most crucial element is the hook. A conceptual gust that pries open your mind. It readies you to absorb the energy of the poem. Second comes the line, the substance, the development of the idea. And third, and quite critical, there's the sinker. It's what drives everything home, it seals the deal. Reaches for the depths of your soul and delivers the cosmic poem. Are you following? Hook, line and sinker. Got it. The idea is to develop a cosmic poem that makes witches connect better with your cause. Right, so focus on what inspired you to support us while I shuffle my deck. Okay, let's see. Oh god, demonic audience. Okay. Deception, unknown, rejection, bad omen, change and rebirth. Well, it means change and rebirth. And also the unknown. I'm going to put you as the hook. A truth behind every shadow. Witness 3 million witch wars. You welcome the flames crawling up to your head. Let's do a truth behind every shadow. Whoa, powerful. You bet it caught my attention. Come on, next card. The Oceanographer. Courage, communication, peace, yearning, passion, and power. You know what? I'll put you as the sinker. Hold the reins of the magic realm. Those are the secret steps to bless this world with temperance. Let your love grow. Your hands on the cosmic wheel ready to steer. Let's do those are the secret. Let's do. Yeah, I'm liking this one. Those are the secret steps to bless the world with temperance. Shit, the sinker is a game changer. I love it. Now, what will our line be? Odyssey. Introspection, determination, rightfulness, guide, discovery, mercy, wellness, guardian, ego authority. Oh, a good one. Absolute darkness. You spread your every thought on the ground and feel them with your hands, then your tongue. You keep painting dolls of every witch you've met. Thrive on the light of your lamplight instead of oil. It burns on curiosity. A butterfly stands gently on your nose, and you read on its wings how to achieve everlasting peace. The Titans carved you a statue out of a mountain. Your silhouette eclipses the sun at dusk. For a brief instant, every thought escapes their flesh prison. The universe connects, boundless minds sharing everything that can be felt. Let's see. I like the absolute darkness one, I'm not gonna lie. For the first black hole, there's so much meaning engraved in that. This may turn out to be the deepest poem of my career. And I didn't even have to actually write it. Cool. Fortuna, this is extremely good. Let me bind everything together in the spell. I can't wait to listen to it. My mind will be welcoming for this one, haha. Ready. A truth behind every shadow. Absolute darkness, you spread your every thought on the ground and feel them with your hands, then your tongue. Those are the secret steps to bless this world of temperance. This is a masterpiece. Are you feeling it? Oh, I love it. Right? It's going to be a sensation. I'm going to start singing it throughout the universe right now. Yeah, please. It totally conveys what you're doing here, trust me. I'm out. Good luck with the rest of the race. Thank you for coming and for the poem. Oh yeah. And everyone's, well, 2 of them are back now. Perfect. Let's have a look. Alright, how'd it go, Pepper? It was so exciting to have a meeting with all my newbie sisters. I talked to them about how amazing you are and how you helped me and insisted that we must vote for your party. I feel it worked really well. They can sense my genuine enthusiasm. Okay. Perfect. We've basically got the novices. Wonderful. I want you to challenge the opponent program. I don't think Oppressor has anything. Let's go for Devour her. Yeah, okay. Let's hope they listen to the newbie witch. Ugh. Okay, let's see about your one. Back from the battlefield, ready to report. Great move attacking the quorum of the eldest idea. We took voters from both Jasmine and Compressor. Ah, perfect. We essentially picked up support from novices, explorers, and warriors. We already had warriors. Explorers, though. Perfect. We're gaining explorers. Novices, even better. Okay. Let's work. I want to work on explorers. We don't have producers, and we don't have academics. The oracles are pissing me off. Like, why will you not be on my side? Oh, yes, tell me. What's your strat? I want to inspire our younger sisters to fight harder for our future. I'm not talking just about the novices. I'm aiming to rally the youngest among every demographic. The plan is to organize a demonstration to demand a more equitable sisterhood. What'd you say? Do it. Do it! From every section. Alright, I'll head up right away. Perfect. So hopefully, maybe I'll get some producers and academics on our side. Novices, we've basically wiped them out, and explorers. Okay, we're almost there, Who's on my fucking window? Who's this? Okay, wait, let's invite Zero first. Jade Sculptor. Yes? Ooh, fancy lady. Thanks for having me. My name is Zira. I am a Jade Sculptor. Welcome, Zira. My name is Fortuna. I'm a cartomancer. What can I do for you? I led a group of refugee witches. We are in desperate need of help. I'm so sorry to hear that. Take your time. Tell me what happened. I should first tell you about the nature of the conflict. And for you to properly comprehend what's going on, it's imperative that you learn about our culture. Are you familiar with the traditions of the Jade Sculptors? I could access Adonis knowledge, but I'll just be like, no, please educate me. With pleasure. Thank you for listening to our story. We, the Jade Sculptors, are specialized in dialoguing with precious stones. You can ask them what their potential is and carve any of them into magnificent tools. The most powerful stone is jade, a cornerstone of all our power. We owe all of our might to the pact we sealed with the Jade Monks. You work with men? I thought they weren't able to achieve witchhood. Oh no, the Jade Monks are two of the largest known jade stones in the universe, each the size of a 5-story pagoda. They whisper their shape to our founding members, and they carved them into what they are today. We worship them, and in exchange, they guard the souls of every member of the clan. If you bring the heart of a Jade Witch back to the Jade Monks, we can be born again, but as a mortal, retaining our memories but not our powers. The reborn must remain there in our temple to humbly serve the living witches of our coven. That's very interesting. Thank you so much for taking the time to explain it to me. Now that you know how we function, you can understand the root of this conflict. I found a way of retaining power and immortality when rebirthing at the Jade Monk waterfalls. It's all thanks to a new stone carving method I devised, which consists of imbuing quicksilver into the veins of raw jade. But our sisters consider this to be heresy. They claim that the purity of jade must be preserved. But I suspect they are mostly interested in not losing the influx of mortal servants. Some of us, a minority I must say, try to defend the virtue of imbuing jade with metals. However, they declared us heretics and are hunting us down. That sounds awful. That's why we need your help. And I'm aware of how risky it is to protect us at the moment. But hear me out. I came up with a proposal that may benefit us both. Okay, let's hear it. I researched many covens to see who'd be the best suited to give us asylum, and yours is one of the most powerful. I also learned that your sisterhood works on the basis of invitation. If any sister vouches for another witch, they can become a rightful member of your coven immediately. And I happen to know that you're in the middle of some elections too. So, invite me and my 9 sisters to your coven, and we will all vote for you in the upcoming elections. Wow, that's... We also have some magic saved up, so as compensation for all your trouble, we can offer you 10 units of earth energy. I know the jade sculptors don't have the capacity to mess with a coven as powerful as yours. Take us in and we will all be safe. Please, I beg you. Protect us and you will have 10 more votes and more earth energy. Perfect. We'll do that. That's so cute. I accept, but no need to vote for me. Oh, that might actually give us a better standing. Because if it comes to an actual debate, they can say that, oh, you guys only let them in to vote for you, and it may shed a bad light on Dahlia's campaign. So we'll accept, but no need to vote for me. Is that right? Would you take us in without asking for anything in exchange? Or, you know what? Let's not even ask for earth energy. Let's be completely altruistic with this. That's right, I'll protect you. No string attached, I just want to help. You don't even need to participate in this election. You are too kind. I couldn't have hoped for such a selfless soul when I came up with this desperate plan. Thank you, truly. I'm just happy to offer you some peace. Thank you so much. We've been through too much. We are forever indebted to you. And I hope that debt comes back around someday. Really, I'm just happy to help. How do we proceed now? I can examine your future with my cards. Oh, that will give me some peace, yes. It will be my pleasure then. Alright, let me get my cards. Okay, let's hopefully it's not a shitty future. I see 2 major forces at play in this predicament, so I'm going to draw a card for each of them. On one hand, we have you and your sisters, refugees fleeing from your old coven, and on the other hand, we have your pursuers, the 4 sisters that are after you, claiming that you are heretics. Please, Jade Monks, show mercy upon us. Focus on your training as a Jade Sculptor, and on your desires as a witch while I shuffle my deck. Okay. Guide, Discovery, Leadership, Purpose, Temptation, Predestination, Luck. Okay. Vox Populi with the refugee. Greatly inspired by my talents, you will carve a temple and statue in my name to worship my figure and nurture my powers. Oh, that is so fucking funny. Using your art of imbuing jade with quicksilver, you will fuse with your sisters to become a powerful entity that will witness and survive the end of this universe. I like the first one better. Let's go with that one. What? Are you being serious right now? That's That's the future my cards offered, yes. Is this just some elaborate method of telling us that we'll be safe as long as we serve you? No, the whole thing with the cards is real, I swear. Time will tell, I guess. So far, any alternative is better than being hunted. Yay! The Odyssey. Oh, let's see. The Jade monks that you worship, displeased by the atrocities committed by your forecasters, will turn everyone except you and the ones who fled into Jade statues. I just like that one immediately. No matter where you hide, your forecasters will end up finding a way to punish you one way or another. Your pursuers will eventually realize how ignorant they have been, and will try to recruit you back and compensate you and your sisters for all the damage they've caused. The Jade sculptors will devise a ritual to turn all of their dead servants into ghosts, and have them haunt the dreams of anyone who betrayed them. I like the idea of the Jade monks, like, being on the heretic side, so let's go with this one. I don't want to find joy in their tragedy, but it does sound like proper justice after everything they've put us through. There's some solace in that. Thank you. Yeah, see, I gave you a good one. Somehow it's less bleak than I expected, even if I know there are still many hardships ahead. Thank you, really. For now, I'll focus on showing proper gratitude for you having taken us in. You are saving our lives in more than one sense. I hope everything works out for you all in the end. Bye! Hey, my sister's back. Alright. I have something worrying to report. For fuck's sake, what's Compressor up to? Compressor's been shamelessly parading Adana's corpse around to gather support. It may be because they go back way too far, but for some reason, the corpse complies with everything Compressor says. This is giving our sisters reason to believe in Compressor's plan of keeping Adana as some sort of mystic guide. We need to do something. A truth behind her poem. Wow, you're a cosmic poet now. That collaboration of Ranjimari is making every novice crazy. And it's surprising, it's inspiring sisters in every demographic, really. Really? I'm so happy. Great job, Fortuna. And remember, those are the secret steps to bless the world of the... Shut up. Yes. That's a bit complicated in the middle of a race, Fortuna. Based on the Coven rules, they have the right to vote, and they're voting for us, of course. But this didn't sit well with the rest of the Coven. But I told them there was no need to vote for us. Come on, you can't be that naive. Of course they're going to vote for us. They owe you. Yeah, but... No buts. Our sisters have the right to be pissed. I'm sorry. Ah, okay, let's rebuild from here. We're fucked. Bro, what the Patrice, come on, man. Dude, what's happened? What happened? For some reason, an arbiter has become obsessed with Dahlia and is scrutinizing every move she makes. I doubt she'll find anything troublesome for Dahlia, but it doesn't look pretty for one of the candidates to have the arbiter office on her tail. Oh shit, this is my fault. I made this happen with my cards back when Dahlia consulted me about the race. Fantastic. Dahlia's support will wane until the air clears out. But we've got nothing to hide, so let's press on and look for opportunities to make Dahlia look good. Fucking hell. Okay, Novus is alright. Explorers are okay. Academics, nothing. Producers, nothing. We need to get the warriors back, Jesus Christ. Oracles, yeah, oracles are there. Fine. Okay, you. Oh, I did some digging. I found something a bit worrying about our friend Jasmine. Presumably, with the best intentions, but still quite unethically in my opinion, Jasmine had been adding some performance enhancers to her mixtures. Trying to make Adana happy and life easier for her sisters, she's been spiking the dried leaves and other infusions she provides the Coven with. It was all with the purpose of helping everyone meet their quarterly controls, but still, to do so covertly. Apparently some witches discovered that their mixtures were altered by Jasmine, but Jasmine apologized and asked them to keep it hushed up, promising she wouldn't do it again. If we reveal this in a debate, I'm sure it will cause quite the damage, but it may damage your friendship too. Oh, I don't care about that at this point. In any case, here's the info. It doesn't hurt to know more about our rivals. Okay. Go promote our... Wait, with who though? Hold on. Go promote our program with explorers. When Dahlia comes back, I'll send her to the warriors. Promote a program with explorers. I'll be back in a few cycles. Cool. Alright. How's it looking? Ah, I still need a bit more energy. Who is this? Who is this strange block? Welcome. Wunn. I see, I understand. Yeah. Wait, I don't understand you. Maybe there's a way for us to connect. Consult the cards. Use Adana's... Yeah, let's use her knowledge to translate. Nemesis, a mentor. This your eye once studied every tongue. Grant me access to my sister's words. Well, did it work? Yes. I can understand you perfectly fine now. It worries me that you don't know the tongue of the nebula. It is the only way to access true knowledge and power. Ah, yes. It's extremely hard for human witches to master, but it's a skill I want to acquire eventually. Very well. Where was I? Oh, yes. I have the power to destroy your party. Alright, here we go. I don't know if you are familiar with my arts. I have the ability to sabotage anything. There's a path to decay in everything, be it a planet, a community, or an idea. I can read those lines and steer anything in that direction. And what's the purpose of coming to say all of this to my face? A test. I do believe that having an oracle among the leadership is essential for the future of our coven. That's why yours is my favourite party. Good to know. You have a funny way of showing support though. I need to ascertain that you have what it takes to lead. What do you propose? I'm going to offer you the opportunities to sabotage a rival. Ooh. Opportunity to sabotage. I have already studied them and know how to suffocate their momentum. Just say the word and they're done. But should you reject my offer, I will go to your rivals and offer this very same deal to them. Oh, nice, okay. Don't answer me yet. This is a test after all, so I want you to take your time and ponder how you will act in this scenario. So let's see if I've understood you. You are threatening to destroy us if we don't choose to destroy our opponents. I believe it's a bit more nuanced than that. Your rivals may reject offer too. Do you trust your sisters to play as fair as you will? I see. So do you get off on this kind of stuff, or what's the deal with you? Give it some thought. I am not bluffing. I need to try transforming our coven to assess if it can stand the test of entropy. Okay. Take your time. Summon me when you are ready to make a choice. Do not choose, and I'll make the choice for you. "14 cycles left. Let's see where we are, gang." You go first. Challenging someone's program is exhausting. I challenged the idea of eating a Dharma's corpse and becoming more powerful. Academics and oracles definitely want the power. They were pissed off by our stance. On the other hand, novice explorers and warriors are more fond of numbers and diversity. Okay, cool, thank you. What about you, Patrice? I'm back from meeting with the explorers. I explained to them why our program is their best prospect. They were quite skeptical, but I managed to bring some of them to our side. Damn, that's not much. Okay, doesn't matter. It's basically all explorers. Novices... Oh, compressors are coming up on novices. Yeah, producers and academics, I have no chance. Oracles, I don't know how she has all of those. Okay, we need to focus on novices now. Look for allies and opportunities. You. I want you to promote our program to the novices. Yeah, you do that. Okay. I have some time. Let's go read another story. I don't... I mean, I can make something without energy, I guess. Let's study. Excerpt on the Four Elements Water by Junreisha. A witch can easily fall in love with the element of water. Water is the substance of all things, their nature in a vacuum, its platonic ideal. Love, desire, sadness, even hope, anything is able to hold or channel feelings. One could say a piece of wood isn't able to have its own genuine feelings. That emotion is in the heart of the beholder. But multiple experiments throughout history have proven this hypothesis wrong. Take this very same piece of wood and leave it in a home full of love. Let a family take care of it, talk to it, embrace it. Then take this piece of wood to another planet and leave it in the middle of a forest. Observe animals walking around it with the utmost respects. Eventually, we would be able to witness a wandering artist falling in love with that piece of wood and taking it with them to carve the most beautiful piece of art. Water has infinite potential. Any element can absorb a massive amount of water energy. When full, water will start overflowing, impregnating any other elements in its surroundings. Combine water with water, and you will unlock boundless potential. You will access the maximum power that anything has to offer. Water and water is the realization of potential. Okay, do I have another one? Earth, yeah. Earth is often the most coveted element since it symbolizes strength, and strength is always tempting. And I define it as tempting because there actually is such a thing as too much strength. I've witnessed many promising students fall into this honeypot, but what is the ultimate representation of Earth? A rock, and the most outstanding characteristic of a rock is its immobility. True masters of Earth don't hoard strength, it's all about balance. Because strength can not only be drawn from you, but from your peers, your tools, and your opportunities. Picture pieces of different kinds of wood. The lightest one may be at the mercy of elements, but the sturdiest one is more likely to fracture. An earth which should aspire to become wicker wood, which bends before breaking. Combine earth with earth, and you'll provoke the paradox of the omnipotent stagnation. The most powerful stalemate, the inability to exercise your own right. Okay, what more is there to study? Have I already read Fire? I think I've already read Fire. What does it keep going in circles then? Oh, I've studied everything. Let's not overdo it. Let's read one more interactive fiction. Penelope by Giada Zafaris. Your lover left you on a bright summer's day, kissing you on the cheek before sailing away. An evil to vanquish, no time for love, but to you the hero said, please wait for me, my dove. A ring, a promise, a marriage to await, and waiting you did, respecting your fate. Heroic deeds detailed in the letters, piling at your doorway, coming from lands more and more far away. Castles conquered, demons defeated, yet the quest never seemed to be completed. A certain tiredness emanated from the writing, work well done, meaningful, yet hardly inviting. Your ring was starting to lose its shine, love receding like your thinning hairline. But the waiting to you was fine. With times, the letters were growing more desperate. Love, I truly hope I'm not too late. Would he even recognize the love you were holding? The knowledge that life is not only about longing? The next winter, he was sure he was coming home at last. 37 years gone too fast. Damn. If the future you waited for looked so bright, why did you keep waking up in the middle of the night? You had to flee. There was no time to wait. You fled from your future, reason unknown, but beating your chest, having a will of its own. You became an adventurer, did this and that, sent him a letter, told him to wait for you to get back. Oh, that's so funny. Let's sleep. Nothing else is happening. Now it's like my turn. You work at a gas station, cleaning the windshields of the customers. You spot a little white dog inside of a van while you're working on it. You bark at the animal, and the dog, scared, jumps out of a window and escapes. The customers blame it on you and you are fired. Well, that's wonderful. Okay, let's go talk to Dahlia. How was your thingamajig? It was fantastic. What a rush. I wish you were there, Fortuna. All the young witches are really looking forward to a more horizontal coven. The rally was glorious. We got this. Keep up the good work. Okay. Oh, perfect. She's got the warriors back. Okay. Novices are ours. Explorers are ours. Producers and academics were kind of... How are we doing better with the oracles? How? Challenge an opponent's program. Jasmine's. Banning. Ah, the lady is back, but I offer you the possibility to sabotage one of your rhinos, but should you reject my offer, I will go to your rivals and offer this very same deal to them. Do you trust your sisters to play as fair as you will? Let me know when you reach a decision. Yeah, I am going to decline. I feel like this will all amass in one giant debate, and if I do this, I feel like it's the wrong move. No one. I understand. And how do you feel about passing on opportunity to ensure your victory? Ooh. Proud, frustrated, relaxed, or scared? I want to say relaxed. That's a shame. I don't believe that you're fit to... Oh, no. Why didn't you say this? Didn't you say this was a test? Didn't I just take the high road and act honourably? Exactly. You fool went for opportunity to get ahead of your rivals. You are unfit to rule. That's not fair. The cosmos is as fair as a black hole. You can only hope now that your sisters are as naive as you are. And I sincerely hope not, or I'll be forced to leave this obviously decaying coven. A sisterhood that values you uphold is no sisterhood at all. Being unable to perceive entropy is what makes you an idealist, a widespread disease among human witches. But ideals are for those who are well fed and taken care of. The will should always be steered by someone who's able to perceive the cosmos for what it is. Time to disprove you, I guess. Good luck with that. Ah, well, I failed her test. We'll see what the others say. Maybe Compressor will use it. I don't know if Jasmine will do it. Maybe she will if it's... if the others, the Elder Witch is on her side, force, like, pressure her to do it. Okay, let's read some more fiction. Unholy exorcism. You thought you knew your demons. You spent your whole life exercising them. Duke Bathim, the serpent-tailed, Earl Fufa, the winged deer, Duke Murmur, who rides a griffin, Beelzebub, surrounded by flies. But you had no name for the monster inhabiting the girl in front of you. For a wheel of fire in her eyes, the pale glow emanating from her skin. She was tied to her bed, pale and still a corpse. When she spoke, she let words fall from her mouth, like pieces of glass. Fear not, for behold, I bring you good news of great joy. She smiled a terrible smile, too white and too calm, sparkles dancing on her lips like brine. We are an angel on a holy mission to learn what it means to be human. We have chosen this girl as our host, to allow us to experience the world with her. You let the creature speak. And the angel said that the girl shall live her life in a state of perpetual bliss, mind shrouded in ecstasy while her body wandered. A brief existence, for human flesh is not made to host angels, but oh, what a blessing to be a living receptacle of a miracle. She did not ask for this, yet could not hope for a better life. The girl was only 13. That's why he slit her throat, that's why he brought her, and that's why he told the angel to take your body instead. Yeah, let's just do that one. That's why you are here now, in front of the Vatican Council, eyes full of fire and light coating your skin. Be not afraid, you say, but it's not really you anymore. Okay. Let's sleep. Odyssey. Some men in Christmas suits are following you around the city. You hide yourself in a diner and order a cherry coke. A beautiful old woman sits next to you and offers you her handkerchief. You smell it and you fall in love. 10 cycles left, guys. Let's see what we're doing. How'd it go? I'm so sorry I couldn't find anything. I'm a bit out of my depth with this, to be honest. Can I help with something simpler, maybe? Fine. Maybe I'll just send you to talk to the academics. Go promote our program on the academics. I'll go and spread the good word, absolutely. Okay. How are my cards looking anyway? Where's Abramar? He hasn't appeared this whole time. I kind of missed the guy. I have 13 cards, okay. I guess I can make another one. It would have to be more air-based then. What do you? Oh, damn. Should I just throw the Deerfolk into it? Bartender. Maybe we'll throw some earth here. Okay. Where should we have him? Let's have him standing on the side here. Where are his arms? Okay, his arms are over here. Or should we have him standing in the middle here? Like, just... Oh yeah, screw it, Jade Monk. Send you to the back. And then... flip you, also send to the back. Ah, good enough. And let's have him... How about, yes, they'll be levitating. A bigger one. And then just make a copy of you again. Perfect. Sure, we can have some flowers on the side. Oh my god, we'll have this like floating around. He has contaminated the water. The Jade Monks will remember this. Some just flowers, sure. Cool. And yeah, let's have him smoking a little bit. One in a glass over here. What is this? I don't know, but I'll keep it there. Alright, perfect. What have I created? I've created an apple martini. Okay, communication, peace, support, success, yearning, passion, happiness. Fair enough. Whispers from the undone jade, witches imbue this card with emotion. Witness to many kinds of love, the bartender can channel hidden feelings. The barkeep serves drinks and therapy. The sacred cane blesses the landscape. Cool. Oh, Patrice is back. Let's head back upstairs. Compressor's been moving. I don't know if she's calling in some favors or what, but the old guard have suddenly decided to support her. We should do something about it. The old guard? Oh. I've lost all standing with academics. Okay, so I have novices, explorers. Fudge. I'm in the lead though, that's good, but I went and tried to put those novices in their place, but they're not ready to see sense yet. Okay, I think it's best we have you focus on a different demographic. I'm sorry. You know what? We're fine with this. We need those damn academics back. You know what? Dig up dirt on the opponent. That is one thing that Patrice is always really good at. Okay, let's sleep the time away. Because, I mean, I could make another card, but I don't want it to be just earth heavy. Let's sleep. You dream you are the owner of a tiki bar. You design a cocktail by mixing absinthe and boiled mackerel spines. It's so good that a line of 100 people forms outside your business. Anyone who drinks it feels the urge to write poetry. Okay. Come on, give me some people. Yes, tell me. Back from the battlefield, ready to report. Perfect blow attacking the point of forbidden arts. Both Compress and Jasmine lost support from their voters. Academics, explorers, and oracles are interested in making the forbidden arts more accessible. On the other hand, the idea is a bit scary for novices, and producers are definitely too fond of stability. No, that's fine. Explorer is perfect. Academics is a bit better. Oh, okay. Gotten a bit more oracles, perfect. Yeah, I'm not touching producers. I'm just gonna suffer. Okay. Where to send her now? You know what? Look for allies and opportunities. Or should we challenge? No, I need to send someone to the academics, but I don't think Dali is the right person for that. Go promote our program with the academics. I say that just after I said that she may not be the best person for this. Whatever. Okay. Let's go read more fiction. Okay. I'll pick an interactive tale. Yep. The MetaNet. The MetaNet is the largest social and neurological network in the world. It keeps you hyper-connected in the present. In exchange, your past is fading away. There is someone in the realms of the past you do not want to forget about. It seems contradictory, but you have been feeling ever so lonely. The cards in the hyper-reality tarot do not lie. He is important. You know well enough to trust the readings of the algorithm. There is a sacrifice to be made. All the links you have built in the network, all the people you know, will be lost forever in data oblivion. Except they won't. You can download all the data of your years in the MetaNet, all the names and avatars and interactions and moments shared. This encyclopedia of your life online will be printed in reality, ready for you when you leave. The person you are trying to find is somewhere in the data. You met him in the online lands, but he left the MetaNet, back to reality. He felt his life there was not enough. You're going to do the same, right? It feels like the correct thing to do. Stay in the MetaNet, all these people need you connected, or leave for reality, you need to find him. Let's leave. You are ready to take a look back at reality. It must have been forever. Time warps in the MetaNet. You do it. You turn off your network. You remove all the systems that kept you connected from your head. The loneliness feels overwhelming in a home you had forgotten. The beam of natural light coming through the window is unbearable. But then you see the outsiders through the window. The outsiders never adapted to the MetaNet. You watch them go about their disconnected lives. Maybe it's not so bad out here. Time starts moving at a measurable pace. You love clocks. You remember when they took them away in the MetaNet, but you don't remember much more. Days go by, and you remember how to do some basic stuff to survive outside. You remembered you loved eating. You loved cooking. You gain access to memories of evenings spent learning how to prepare your mother's recipe. There is warmth you have not felt in a long time, but there is something you are forgetting. Days go by, and you remember your corporeal form. Remember that you loved your body. You gain access to memories of time spent in front of the mirror admiring your body, touching it. There is a sense of security you have not felt in a long time. But there is something you are forgetting. Days go by and you remember pleasures. You love the nature, love the city. Love nature. You gain access to memories of time spent walking through the fields and the forest near your house. There is a feeling of freedom you have not felt in a long time, but there is someone you are forgetting. It feels good out here. The MetaNet feels like a bad dream that you escaped. It comes with the realization that the MetaNet and reality are incompatible. Every day your memory of it fades. But something doesn't feel right. You do not want the MetaNet to disappear from your memory entirely. Then you remember your encyclopedia, a history book of your past self waiting to be read. You printed it before you disconnected, filled to the brim with data, innumerable sheets in your printer. And that triggers a remembrance of him. You were so caught up adapting and enjoying reality that you had forgotten. His name, our tone, your past, together have to be there somewhere. But if you had forgotten, is he really that important? Do you want to go back and look at a past that you would prefer to lose sight of? Okay. The past can stay where it is. You are forgetting it for a reason. He is not that important. You burn the sheets in your garden. You need the past. You saved it for a reason. He is important. You gather the sheets from your paper. Well, the whole point of this was to meet him again, so we'll do the second one. It takes you days to put the sheets together. Their volume is colossal. The weight in your hands makes you shiver, years of your life minutely detailed. You wonder how you would find his name among billions of data points. You start to look at the sheets. The lack of time in the MetaNet makes it near impossible to order them chronologically. But there is something else. So much of it you could have remembered or recognized when you were connected. Outside you realize it makes nearly no sense. Days go by and you manage to piece together small timelines, tiny interactions of a life spent online. Some lingo you recognize, but most of it seems like an ancient language. None of the data feels like him, but you start to wonder if you'd be able to recognize it now if you had it right in front of you. Months later, you start to forget even what you had put together. Words and names escape you, avatars look nightmarish, the sole purpose of the task starts to slip from your memory. You don't remember him anymore. Years later, you look at the pages, scrutinizing their purpose. The encyclopedia of data sits in your library among fiction novels. Ah, that's sad. Okay, let's just sleep. Ah, you find yourself at the age of 5, collecting bones from small animals in the middle of a red forest, loaded with autumn leaves. A misstep makes you drop the bones into the river, and the water catches fire. Okay. I'm so sorry. I didn't manage to get any academics to sit down with me. I believe I ended up pissing some of them off. I'm sorry. It's okay, Kaya. You know what? Go harvest energy. I believe Kaya has outlived her usefulness, which isn't the worst. I'm still in the lead by a good amount, unless Capressus comes back. Okay. Seven cycles left. Let's read some more fiction. Hyper-reality readings. A human is back at their workplace. They look at the screen for hours. The algorithm is not enough. The readings have been failing. The machine needs human insights in order to be accurate. The hyper-reality tarot needs the magic of emotional perception. It's just another day at work, providing the sorcery of providence and guidance to those who seek it. The cases start coming in for human algorithm team and you, the hand of destiny, luck or magic. Case 0015997. They are a young professional who doesn't know how to further their career. The case asks the tarot if they should leave their current employer or stay. The algorithm always makes its reading first. It takes nanoseconds to analyze the case's evidence. It suggests the temperance card, balance, purpose, patience. It has found data to suggest they should stay at the current place of work. It has looked into their data, consisting of pictures and endless lines of conversation. They have a family to feed and a precarious economic situation. Then it's the human's turn. He wants to challenge that. The tarot algorithm is widely trusted to analyze objective data, but not emotional data. The human looks into their file for emotional cues, the choice of words in their conversations. The human finds search data every night at about 4 a.m. They don't sleep, looking desperately for another job. The human suggests death, upright, change. The algorithm is programmed to trust you. The human believes you are right. You are just a higher power who chooses the right answers. Quit and look for change. A soft hum in the head of the case, the tarot reading suggesting the opposite of what they had thought. The decision had been made before the reading. You will never know what happened in the end anyway. He's okay. 15998. He's a retired man of advanced age who feels like his past self is trying to communicate with him through the reflections in the windows of his house. The case asks the tarot if he should cover the windows and forget about it or open them to let them in. The algorithm suggests the Hangman card reversed, exploring his dark force. It has found data to suggest you should open the windows. The case owns various tomes about dark arts and he has searched the net for rituals to summon otherworldly beings. The human challenges that again. He would be shocked that the algorithm is suggesting such a thing, if he hadn't seen it working for years. The human looks into the man's file for emotional cues. The choice of words in his conversations, he finds none, as the man has no conversations. There is only evidence to support the algorithm's thesis, but the human will not agree. Instead, the human suggests judgment upright. The man should reflect upon himself, his past, and his decisions. He should realize he is lonely and unwell, and maybe then act to transform his reality, and he should definitely keep the windows closed. Once again, you are overseeing hand, the hand of luck, perhaps the hand of providence. Keep the window shut. Stops responding after the reading. You don't know if he received the message or if he had disconnected beforehand. You will never know what happened in the end anyway. Case 15999, a tarot reader. She asks if her readings are making a change in the world. There is a perceptible trembling in her online being. You know this is a woman who is questioning her whole identity at this precise moment. The human perceives this too. The algorithm is quick and ruthless in its proposition. The card it displays in the world reversed. Accept harsh truths. No one makes a change in this world. The human secretly agrees, but approaches from a different angle. The world upright. Bring closure to this enterprise, but feel fulfilled. You're the only one who has the power of the final display. Surrender and accept that change is not possible. Accept that change is not possible, but she should feel fulfilled. Yeah, let's do that one. Leaves the reading room quietly. The algorithm does not feel. The human is relieved. You will never know what happened in the end anyway. Damn. Let's go to sleep. Seduction. You are digging your own grave when your shovel hits something hard. You unearth a bronze statue of yourself. The statue comes to life and you agree to switch places. It buries you and your bronze self keeps on living your life. Oh, wow. Patrice is back. How's it looking? I have a worrisome report. Jasmine's party has been campaigning, warning about her sisters about the dangers of the forbidden arts. Telling catastrophic events of the past involving behemoths and time-bending spells. Many witches are reconsidering their stance on the forbidden arts policy. We shouldn't let her scare tactics spiral out of control. Hey, I did some digging. I found nothing. Witches are starting to get a bit paranoid with the tension of the race. Okay, fine. We'll let up on digging. I'm not sending you to the novices, I've learnt that already. I've lost academics. Maybe I'll send you to the oracles. Challenge Jasmine's program. Let's go for forbidden arts. I don't know if she'll be able to do it in time because there's like 6 days left. There's nothing else here. Damn, oracle's a solid 50-50 with us, I just realized. Well, okay, not the worst. Alright, let's go to sleep. Energy's looking okay, but not the best for new cards at the moment. Let's just sleep. Your sister Patrice is sleeping on a hammock. She seems to be having a nightmare, but you can't manage to wake her up. You decide to meditate and travel inside her dreams. Patrice was dreaming she was playing poker with a bunch of naked old men. They force you to join the game, and now you're both trapped. Oh, gosh. Hey, welcome back. Oh, I swear I did my best, but academics and me don't mix well. I know they're super important part of our coven. We better to send someone else in my stead for this. Couldn't they be more straightforward? Anyway, I'm sorry, let's get back to work. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Fuck it. Go get those 9% of promote our program with the warriors. Get that 9% back. That'll be enough to get us in the lead. Cool. And then hopefully Kaya will come back with some more energy and then I'll be able to make another tarot card. Let's read the interactive fiction. Forensic report of a revolution. In our country's recent history, there was a fascist regime that wouldn't hesitate to murder anyone that dared to speak against its values and leaders. The militia would discard their bodies in mass graves and send their severed hands to their families as a warning of the fate awaiting the resistance. The enigmatic chiromancer, Mijo, developed a forensic palmistry practice that would find out how those killed had died and where they had been tossed away, so that the families could hopefully find the bodies of their loved ones and give them a proper burial. But eventually the regime's militia came storming down the chiromancer's home and sent them to prison, claiming conspiracy against the regime. Despite these claims, Mijo's respected expertise in the field of forensic palmistry was so renowned that the police offered them a generous deal. They would be granted freedom as long as they helped the police find the terrorists that were killing key politicians in mysterious circumstances. Mijo would be handed an ornate, shoe-sized red box containing the right hand of one of the murdered politicians and write a report with helpful information. The first box contained a hand with a strong earth energy that the chiromancer felt belonged to someone born with a deep contentment for following orders. Mijo had seen this hand on TV before, making the regime salute. Its pitiful fortune line made them chuckle the first time they saw it, so it was unforgettable. The Chiromancer wrote in their life report about this hand's sad fortune line and how miserable it was. The Chiromancer pointed out the faded fortune line in the politician's hand and concluded their report guessing that this murder had probably just been a lucky success for the terrorist, for this was a very unlucky person. And so the report was sent. The next day, the Chiromancer stuck their arm out of the prison cell in order to get the next ornate red box. The second box contained a familiar hand with water energies. It was the hand of a famous writer and speaker of the regime. Musho had attended one of her speeches. At the time, they took notice of the fact that this person's ring finger, the finger of art-inclined individuals, was remarkably long and found it ironic. Because the thing that made her speeches popular were her views on art being the rotting of civilization. It was a shame that she was clearly talented at it. The Chiromancer wrote in their report about the hand ring finger, this was the hand of artist, about the ring marks covering the hand's index finger. No. Hand's ring finger. They did not wish to insinuate that this hand's owner had partaken in clandestine artistic activities, but if it was up to them, this was the lead that they would follow. There was a chance this hand's owner had met with a dangerous terrorist. Oh, damn. I hope I didn't give the terrorist up. And so the report was being sent to regime. Musho bit their lip, trusting that clandestine art groups had already had time to flee after their imprisonment. Damn it. The next day, the Chiromancer stuck their arm out of the prison cell in order to get the next ornate box. Seeing the third box brought a smile to Musho's face. It meant everything was going as planned, and in the final report, he left the report blank. Musho had always known that they were destined to die helping overthrow the regime after the dictator had been murdered, and the time had come. But in their final moments, the Chiromancer got cold feet and used the implant to cut a longer lifeline into their own hand in a desperate and futile last effort. The prison caught fire during the retaliations with Musho inside. At least the allies wouldn't know how their last moments went, and they would die a martyr. Alright then. Okay, let's go to sleep. You meet with an architect to commission them to design a castle made of glass. The architect makes you pay for their design by letting them eat a piece of your liver. You cook it with a sauce of red wine, onion, and rosemary. They let you taste a bit, and it is delicious. What the fudge? Was Hannibal Lecter our architect? Cool. But I will stop there for today. We've made progress on the elections, and we have 4 cycles left before it's done. Then we'll see what else the story gives us to work with. But yeah, thank you for listening. I hope it was enjoyable, and until next time.